This is WGNS Action Line. Now, your host, Scott Walker.
Joining us in studio, MTSU Police Chief Edwin Kaup. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
I'm good. So we are starting a new semester at MTSU.
We are.
When does that officially start?
August 24th.
Okay.
Move-ins are Wednesday through Sunday. So the students who are living on campus are going to start moving in. The RAs and stuff have already moved in. Some people have already moved in. So it's getting back to busy, which is what our job is. So it's terrific for us.
Now, I remember being a freshman in college many years ago, but it was like party central for me at the time. I don't know if it's still like that. What is it like for incoming freshmen today?
You know what? I'm a first generation college student. I'm the first person in my family who graduated high school. So I was the same way. It was new and exciting. I was very proud of myself to be, heading to school. I'm hoping it's the same way because we have a lot of first time students. We have a lot of non-traditional students. So I'm hoping that they're excited. MTSU is a great place.
Yeah.
So the party part, I don't know about. So it's a great campus. We have a great campus community. We have a great Murfreesboro community, right? Because we're a city in a city. We're a really big block in Murfreesboro, so we're all part of the community, and I think there's so much to do and so much to learn from and so many people to meet in Murfreesboro and at MTSU. It's a great place.
When you talk about 20,000 plus students, you're talking about bigger than a lot of cities in Tennessee.
Yes, sir. And we have our police department, and I'll brag a little bit. We have a terrific police department, but we're budgeted for 46 sworn. The average number of police officers in most departments across the United States is 10 or less.
Yeah.
So we're a pretty big department, bigger than populations, in most departments in Tennessee. We're bigger than, but we do that to keep our community safe.
So when you look at that student population of 20,000 roughly, how many, I guess, police officers and detectives do you have per capita, per student? How do you go about looking at that?
You're going to make me math on a Monday morning? That's horrible. That's horrible of you. Let me see, 20,000, 40, it's going to be 1 to 4, 1 to 5, and everyone's going to correct me and tell me how stupid I am. But, the
numbers are much
master's degree
higher.
in criminal justice did not require math too much, just statistics. We're good. We can always use more.
We'll get the quantum physics guy back in here.
Exactly. They could have done it, like that. We would always want more. But when we're fully staffed, we're great. We're always recruiting because we want good people, and we have a high standard of what we want. But yeah, we're pretty good. The biggest compliment I get, and I say this across the board, is when people tell me, "Hey, Chief, I feel like I'm being followed," because the edict to our officers is be active, be visible, and be nice. Right? Be active, go out there and be in the police, because we are actually certified police officers. Be visible, make sure everyone can see you. That way they know where to turn if there's a problem. They get to know you so they feel comfortable enough to talk to you and ask you for help. And then be nice, right? You can be professional, still be a jerk. Our officers they're going to go out and be the police, but they're also going to be nice about it and understand people have hard days, and we have students who are learning, and they're away from home for the first time. Sometimes they will make mistakes, and that's how you learn.
Now, the MTSU Police Department has evolved greatly over the years in size and what they do and their focus. I mean, gosh, going back over 100 years, we're talking about a lot of changes. Well, in police departments in general, a lot of changes. What have you seen change over the years since you've been there and since you've been, in law enforcement throughout the years?
Through law enforcement, I've been doing this over 30 years. I've been in MTSU for 4. So I walked into a great department. It's not great because of me. It's great because our officers go out and do the job they're supposed to do and protect our community. Law enforcement, technology is something. I think attitudes towards police are something. Recruiting, I think, is a really difficult thing at this time. Since 2019, through the 2022, when I grew up, little kids wanted to be the police.
Yeah,
right. They want to be a policeman or a fireman. That's changed a bit now, and I think it's difficult. I took this profession because I believed in it. I think it's a calling, and not everyone can do it. But it was also had good benefits, and we expected it when we took the job to be there for life. We expected to be there for a career. And I think that's changed a bit. Everyone moves around a bit more. Information is at your fingertips. So, but we also have the best thing is we now have information everywhere, right? People will tell us, they can text us, they can call us. They do a bunch of stuff to say, hey, this doesn't seem right. Can you guys go check it out? So that helps us.
Yeah. Now, here locally, I know Murfreesboro Police have gotten a lot of flack over the camera system, like the license plate readers. But however, on the MTSU campus, cameras are viewed a little differently because it's a college campus and you have cameras that do help you on a daily basis. How does that work? Because I know there is a lot of concern right now about cameras.
There is. I think it's more education than anything else, even with flock cameras, and I'll probably get some stuff for this. Everyone uses the term flock, but that's a company name. We have surveillance everywhere. Right? Your cell phone tracks you, RFID, walk into a restaurant and do the darn menu on the table.
Yeah.
They now have every single thing you've ever done on your phone. You know what I mean? So I think in a public vehicle, on a public roadway, people don't sit and watch a video of plates. I can watch a video of the 1,400 cameras we have on MTSU, right? Because those are actually cameras. I think everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and they believe. I just think it's more education than anything else to realize that everyone talks about a surveillance state, and I think that we live in a surveillance world right now with everything, and I understand that. I think people misinterpret what a plate reader is, or even what a camera is. We don't sit here and watch camera. We don't have time. We don't have enough officers. Right? It'd be just like if I wanted to stick 2 officers on a corner and write down every plate, it would be the exact same thing. It just, I need 2 officers to do that, and then to go through the data, So technology, I would love to not have a phone.
Yeah, me too. Just throw it out the window.
Yeah, I think it's but there's people listening on their phone to this. So.
Yes, there are.
Right? It's a different medium. So,
as a parent though, while I may not like cameras everywhere in the city, for me as a parent, I want cameras on the college campus where my kids are to make sure they're safe. So to me, the cameras play a vital role in the atmosphere of a campus of a college. That is different to me.
They do. They assist us a lot, even non-criminal stuff, right? Somebody they left something somewhere and they don't remember where they left it, and we try and we can go through. MTSU has invested heavily in surveillance for security purposes and for public safety. So some of those cameras are alerts, right? The blue light cameras. Someone hits a button, as soon as they do, they're automatically talking live to a dispatcher, right? That's something that's good. Us being able to locate somebody, which we have missings, and we can say, oh, yeah, okay, you last saw this person here. All that stuff is incorporated, right?
Yeah.
Every parking lot has a lot of cameras. And this is one of the things I always warn parents and students about is, it is a felony in the state of Tennessee to file a false police report.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, and not a lot, but if one's too many, we'll have someone who's afraid to tell dad, I bumped into something, so they take off and they go tell dad, somebody hit my car.
Yeah.
And then, of course, dad now says, hey, report that, call the police, report it, and then they report that the car was hit. We have it on camera, right? Don't do that. I don't care what you tell your parents.
Yeah.
You're all adults now. That's up to you, but don't lie to us about a traffic accident, because it's an accident. It's called an accident for a reason. It's not a big deal, even though, and I'm a parent of 2 college kids, so I understand. I understand as a kid how scared you are, but don't just tell them whatever, tell us the truth, and because if not, we're going to see it anyway, and it is what it is. It's an accident. Don't worry about it.
What is and by the way, do you have license plate readers as well?
We do.
What is the biggest mistake that you see freshmen or really any college student make on a somewhat regular basis?
Other than doing, experimenting, drugs and alcohol are not a good thing for someone. But we also understand that people are going to experiment. They're away from home for the first time. I think the biggest mistake our kids make, because we don't have, our biggest crime is theft.
Yeah.
And it's theft because somebody left their stuff somewhere. So I think the biggest couple things are write down serial numbers, makes, models of anything that you have. That way, if you leave it, because it happens, people will leave something on a table, go, I'm going to be back in a few minutes. Then they see their friend and they're talking for half an hour and they come back and they go, "Whoa, my stuff's gone."
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And it might be in lost and found, or someone might have lifted it. We're a public university, so that means we're open to everybody. Everybody can come through. I mean, there's private areas, of course, but we're public. We can't stop someone and go, "You don't belong here." It doesn't work that way. So we will have people who try and come on campus to steal stuff. And hopefully the surveillance stuff, hopefully we'll be able to catch them or stop them beforehand. So I would say write down all your stuff. You are the public, our students, faculty, staff, everybody is in charge of their own safety and the safety on the campus. So they have to take responsibility for their own actions and what they're doing. And that means securing your stuff. Don't go to the rec center without a padlock for a locker. Leave your money and your wallet and your headphones and everything inside of a locker, because what do people do? They go, "Oh, open locker." They look. Now it's there.
Yeah.
So they have to secure their stuff. Lock your doors. Don't leave anything on your seats in your car, right? Don't leave your purse on your seat, because they're going to break your window and steal your purse, which that has happened in my family, and I've been the police for over 30 years. So I know what I'm talking about.
Now, what we've seen here locally at like some of the stores, for example, groups that travel across country, they go into a store and do some kind of major shoplifting, then leave, get back on the interstate and go. Do you have groups that also come to college campuses and break into cars, for example, and then travel on to another college campus?
I can't say we don't. Several years ago, we had people who were stealing catalytic converters. And it was a group, believe it or not, from Chicago. It's from Chicago. And they had gone through and they hit Murfreesboro and Mount Juliet and Laverne. They hit everywhere around Nashville and stuff. And I think Nashville police and Mount Juliet caught a couple of them. Generally, no, because we don't have a lot of retail. So you'll get people who drive by events. Look at the size of events we have. You'll have people driving by parking lots and look for opportunities. So occasionally we'll have a car broken into or something, but we're also very vigilant about trying to stop people before they get to campus.
Yeah.
So I think I'd worry less about that than, hey, make sure your doors are locked, your windows are up. And some people come from really small towns. You don't have to do that. Here, we're a big town. If you add the campus in, we're 180,000 people here, so I think playing a part in your own safety and keeping your stuff secured is a big part of who you are and who we need you to be.
I think there's two of parents' worst nightmares, and that is, of course, a death, overdose death, and then there's, if you have a daughter, your daughter getting raped or something like that. Do those things happen, and how do you go about working those cases and informing the parent and talking to the family?
That's complicated. So we have very little violent crime, very little. And you can go to the MTSU website, scroll all the way down to the right, go to University Police. We track every statistic and everything. One crime is too many, no matter what. So for something like a sexual assault, we investigate it, but so do Murfreesboro Police. We do it in conjunction with them because of the way the law is set up. Same thing with unattended deaths. So if you're not by a doctor, there is a law that says Murfreesboro will handle it, but we handle it with them. They are tragedies no matter what, and we don't want that to happen. But we have good police officers. We have great working relationships with our job is to protect everybody who's there and investigate crimes that happen and then bring the perpetrators to justice.
And you do that. I mean, you see it all the way through to the court system and ensure that they are properly prosecuted. You've got police detectives as well who go there and say, this is what we investigated and what we found.
Yes, sir.
That happens, unfortunately, from time to time.
Right. And we try and prevent it, but that's, we can only do so much.
I know we only have a minute left, but for parents out there listening who maybe have their child, this is their first year of college, where can they get more information on police, on law enforcement, and what you do?
Go to the MTSU website, so mtsu.edu. Scroll down on the right-hand side, you'll see University Police. I would encourage them to go there to look at all the services we offer, rape aggression defense classes and car lockouts and building lockouts and crime prevention tips, that type of thing. But it also has every crime stat you could possibly want. We publish everything for the last 3 years, and we publish both state stuff and the federal stuff, which is Clery Law. One thing I would tell parents and students is the speed limit as we come back to school on campus is 15 miles an hour. So do not buy a scooter that goes 30 miles an hour. And be careful when you're driving. We have a big pedestrian population. We don't want anyone getting hurt. So slow down, pay attention to what's going on, get off your phones and other devices. Get out and walk. It's a beautiful campus. It's a great place to be.
MTSU Police Chief Edwin Kaup with us this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you, sir. Have a great day.
This is WGNS Action Line.